What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a video on how to sell a coin on eBay, and I'm also going to go over how you can actually ship a coin for as little as 69 cents through eBay with tracking and seller protection. So we're going to try and cover it all in this video. This is to help anyone that has coins that they feel are worth more than bringing to a local coin dealer or pawn shop and just getting silver weight or gold weight for it. It's basically somewhat numismatic, and really to help you if you have a collection or you have coins that you no longer care about, or you inherited some coins and you have an eBay account and you want to sell coins on eBay. So I'm going to try and cover it all in this video. So let's get started. So first of all, we're going to go over some basics here, right? So if you have a coin that is of some value, so in this case, I believe this is like a $100 coin. It's a pretty rare buffalo nickel, the very first year, and this is the type 1 that does not have the ridges here. So this is the very first year the buffalo nickel came out. It's a nice, beautiful example. Number one is that I think is the most important is find out what you actually have. So make sure you've got the dates right. Make sure if the coin actually has a mint mark. So here is a San Francisco mint mark. It's pretty common sense, but I've seen a lot of mistakes when people list on eBay is, first of all, they don't put the correct type of coin. Secondly, they don't put the correct year. And sometimes the most important is they don't put the actual mint mark. So if you're dealing with US coins, what do we got? Philadelphia, right? So Philadelphia, if it doesn't have a mint mark, it's Philadelphia. You don't have to put a P for Philadelphia. People that buy coins know that if you don't put a mint mark next to your date when listing on the title of the eBay listing, it's assumed that it's a Philadelphia. But there's also a field when you're describing the coin, there's a description of the coin. You do want to check mark Philadelphia. You don't want to just leave it blank. But if it's D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or W for West Point, if you got one of those type of coins, you definitely want to make sure you mark it. The other important thing is that you list the coin in the correct category. So this is a 1964 Kennedy half dollar. You don't want to list this as a penny. You don't want to list this as a silver dollar. You want to pay attention. So don't just copy someone else's listing. Now, if you want to copy my listing, fantastic. I got a lot of coins listed on eBay. I've sold well over $100,000 worth of coins over my 20-year career on eBay. And I do this for fun, but I'm doing this to educate you guys. Secondly, if you have a graded coin, pay attention to the type of holder that it's in, who actually did the grading. I know it seems like common sense, but I've seen a lot of people just put like this, for example, is PCGS, so they got the grading company correct, but they fail to put that it's an actual rattler. So these are the first generation. So this is like in the late 80s. So it'd be important to list this as an 1879-S Morgan silver dollar, put the grade MS63, and then put PCGS, and then next to that put rattler. If you don't put rattler, that means your listing is going to pop up with modern graded or newer versions of PCGS. And in this case, this is a rattler, so this one's worth more. So very important to describe your coin in the title of the coin to the correct type of coin. Make sure you have it listed in the correct category. So if it's a US clad coin or silver or commemorative or a piece of bullion, you got to make sure you list it in the correct category. And you have to make sure you title it correctly. Now, besides the correct title, besides the correct category, it's very, very important that you take very, very clear photos, especially if you have something of value. This one's definitely over $100. So if it's a graded coin, you would want to take it out. Now, I put plastic, so I probably take the plastic off. But my very first photo, now you can get these little stands on Amazon. So my very first photo would just be the coin itself, just like this. And I wouldn't have anything in the background. It would just be a nice clear photo of the coin like this. Okay, that would be my first photo. This would be my second photo. Okay, that's just the raw coin. And then I would take a photo of the coin in my hand, because you're simulating what that person would go through if they're at a local coin shop. These are exact ways that they would look at the coin. So that would be my fourth picture. And then I would take one close up. This would be my fifth picture. Angle it, sixth picture, seventh, take the picture of the back, 8, 9, 10. Now you can take up to 20 photos of your coin. If there's any blemishes or scratches or breaks in your grade, or if there's any damage on the coin, you'd want to like zoom in on that. Like, hey, here's a big scratch. There's no scratches on this, but I'm just saying. And then, so upload your photos. Make sure they are very clear. You do not need a special digital camera. You can use your cell phone. If anyone's got a more modern cell phone is plenty. You can upload your photos directly through the eBay app. So if you download the eBay app, you can just directly upload your photos. There's no need to take the memory card out or plug your phone into your computer and download the photos. You literally can upload your photos straight to the app. So it saves you a lot of steps and a lot of, just time. So once you've got your photos uploaded, you also want to make sure you price the coin out accordingly. You don't want to be the highest. I've seen people list Susan B. Anthony dollars that are literally worth maybe $2, and they list it for $2,000. What are you doing? There's no such thing as a Susan B. Anthony dollar that's worth $2,000 unless it's like some super rare graded error or whatever. Some people they ask for pie in the sky, or they have no clue. They're just like, I'm going to list this coin for $2,000 and see what happens. So make sure you take excellent photos, and then when you have your coin tucked away in storage, make sure you can find it. So I like to put these plastic bags. I also put a small guardhouse bag around my slabs. I like to keep my coins in these guardhouse holders. This is a 2x2 flip, and I like to get the actual ones that have the cutouts so I can write what the coin is. So that way when I'm looking for my coin in storage, if it's sold, I can find it right away. I'm not just looking at a bunch of blank coins with no description. And, say I had like 20 of these and I sold a specific one, it'd be really tough to find if I didn't, if I just had it in there like this. It's like, all right, which coin looks like the one I'm trying to sell? So that's some basics on how to list a coin. But just listen to coin. I see a lot of people make mistakes too. So there is a special category on eBay specifically that if your coin value is under $20, let me grab my sheet here. Now I did a video on this a few years ago and things have changed. So if you have a coin that is not a bullion coin and it's basically numismatic, it could be a world coin as well. It could be a token. This is for 2025. If the coin inside the envelope is total weight is 1 ounce and your envelope does not exceed 3.5 by 5, it's not smaller than 3.5 by 5 and does not exceed 6.125 by 11.5 and is not thicker than 0.25, you could ship it for 69 cents. eBay will provide you tracking. This is through the post office. You have to do it through the eBay app or through the eBay website. You can't just walk in the post office and say, hey, I want to ship this coin that I sold for under $20. I'm going to put it in this envelope and hand it to the post office and be like, all right, I want tracking on this. I want insurance up to $20. And someone told me on YouTube that I can do it for 69 cents. The post office person will look at you like you got a screw loose. So you have to, first of all, list the coin correctly. So it's got to be under $20. It cannot be a graded coin. This one exceeds $20 anyways, but it can't be in a thick plastic holder. It cannot be a roll of coins. It cannot be bullion. So you can't basically say like, not that I'd want to sell this for under $20. This is probably worth 40, but it can't be a bullion coin. So this is a bullion coin. Plus this is way too thick anyways. And you can't ship more than 5 raw coins or 3 coins. So you can't you can't have more than 3 coins in these little plastic holders. You're not supposed to, right? But if you were going to a post office, and let's say you just wanted to ship this envelope with 1 coin and you didn't, and not this coin, but let's say this coin, it's under $20. And you go to your post office, first of all, I think a first class stamp, just to put a stamp on a regular envelope that's not an actual package with no tracking is like 74 cents. But your post office would be like, all right, cool. They probably charge you like over $5 for the shipping, and then they'd probably charge you another, $3 or $4, maybe another $5 for tracking. Like you'd end up spending close to $10 just to send a coin, which is crazy because you're only asking $20 or under for the coin. So this is what I recommend. So number one is you have to make sure you have the correct envelope. Now this actual eBay envelope is a 6x8. It's a mail jacket, so it's not super thick, it's not super heavy, but it's stiff. So it's very hard to bend. It's not just a regular, business envelope or whatever, or a greeting card envelope. You don't want to use those. They're too flimsy. It'll get stuck in the machines at USPS. So I recommend picking up a 6x8. Doesn't have to be an eBay brand. I did a total separate video why I purchased these because I have eBay store. They give me a $25 credit every quarter, and I use it to buy these. But I don't recommend trying to find like an exact 3.5 by 5 envelope. They're really tough to find, and when you do find them, they're pretty skimpy, and it's hard to put the entire label on it. So I recommend buying a 6x8 mail jacket. Get like 100 count. If you have if you have close to 100 coins, or even if you only have like 20 coins to sell, you get a better deal when you buy 100. So I would take one of these, I would fold it. So I got a 6x8. I could ship a coin in this big envelope, but there's no reason for it because I'm adding extra weight. So I would recommend get a 6x8, take a pair of scissors, and literally cut it directly down the middle. Okay. So now you've turned your one envelope cost into 2 usable envelopes. Okay. And this is, it's still 6 inches, which is acceptable, and then you're at least 4, right? So then let's say I sold this coin right here. This is well under $20. I would take I usually have scrap paper, so I don't have a thermal printer. So this is like if I had a label that printed up here, I'd cut the paper off, use this for scrap. Obviously don't do one with writing on it, but I would take the coin and fold it like this. Okay. And then I would just fold the sides so that, the coin is basically inside. So let's say I sold this coin for under $20, and they bought it from me because I'm only charging, 97 cents for shipping. I'm not charging $5 like every other seller, and I'm not providing free shipping either, because those that sell a $20 coin that's really worth $20 and then they provide free shipping, that seller then has to pay $5 for shipping. So it's really stupid, and they don't, this is to help you maximize and also maximize your sales. So I would just say, let's say this guy's name is Bob. Bob, thank you. And then I would just put smiley face and my name. So I write a little thank you, okay? I would place it in the envelope. Sometimes I put a little double stick tape so that way it stays within the envelope. And then I would tape this side and basically get something like this. This actually has 3 ounces worth of coins in it. This is a real life one. This has 1 coin in it. Okay. So, which I probably would get away with. I'd probably be able to ship that Kennedy $half for 69 cents. But this is what it looks like. You get a barcode here. Yeah, you get the address of where it's going. You get the address where it's coming from. You get a tracking number that is downloadable. It's actually on eBay. So the buyer will get the tracking number. You, the seller, will get the tracking number. You can actually track it for 69 cents. It's insured up to $20, and when it shows delivered, you as a seller are protected, meaning if it shows delivered, that means the buyer has received the coin. So there's no more taking a coin, putting some stamps on it, providing no tracking, mailing it, and hoping that the buyer is honest and says, yeah, I got the coin. If you just put a stamp on it and you mail it, there's no tracking. The buyer could say they never got the coin, and then you're out $20. They could basically say, I never got it. And eBay would ask you like, hey, do you have tracking? You'd be like, no, I just went to the post office, or I had some of those forever stamps. I tossed it in the mail, and this is when I shipped it. And eBay would be like, yeah, you don't have any proof. Anyone could just say that. So the tracking number is key. It helps protect you as the seller, and it helps protect the buyer, because sometimes that buyer might not be home. Someone else grabbed the mail. You just had a stamp on it. Someone thought it was junk mail and they tossed it. They tossed your coin in the garbage. The wife did, the girlfriend, the kid, the other family member that grabbed the mail that day. So you have no proof that it was actually delivered. They file a claim. You end up paying giving a full refund. You're out the coin. You're out the sale. You totally wasted your time. So that's why this is an awesome program through eBay. They've had it now for a good 4 or 5 years. But again, 69 cents, 97 cents for 2 ounces, and $1.25. And these are real life coins that I am shipping out today. This one is a Buffalo nickel. It was under $5. And this is some gold-plated Buffalo nickels, which are these guys here that I sold. And that total shipping is $1.25. So I probably sold this Buffalo nickel because it's a pretty inexpensive coin. It was under $5, but there are other sellers on eBay that are trying to sell the same Buffalo nickel, and they're providing free shipping, which is absolutely dumb because they're going to pay $5 to ship it if they want something with tracking, if they're not using this process to ship. Or I see it all the time. Someone will list the same Buffalo nickel for about $5 or $6, and then because they don't know about this flat rate shipping through eBay program, it'll automatically calculate first class shipping. In this case, it's called ground shipping now. They got rid of first class, and their shipping will automatically pop up, $4.50. So as a buyer, what would you rather buy? The Buffalo nickel from the seller that is only charging 69 cents for shipping, or the Buffalo nickel looks exactly the same or similar to yours, but that seller is now charging $5 for shipping. And that seller is not getting any extra money from USPS. They're legitimately spending $4.50 to $5 to ship out that same coin. So as a seller, if you do it right, you're basically creating a huge advantage to both you as the seller and the buyer is getting a way better deal. So make sure, again, anything under $20 that can fit, that's not graded, that's not bullion, it's not graded, and can actually fit in this envelope. Take a 6x8, cut it in half. You can do this as well. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. I'm here to help you guys out to maximize, again, not everyone wants to sell coins on eBay, but if you watch this video, it's not rocket science. It doesn't take very long. Just make sure your coin is ready to go. It is what you're saying that it is. If you're not sure about the grade, there's plenty of apps out there. You can look at other people that are selling. The important thing too is that if you actually took, you take a coin and you're not sure if it's brilliant uncirculated or whatever, you can easily, like a 64 Kennedy, there's like thousands of these listed on eBay. You can basically, take your photos, compare it to the other photos that are listed, and kind of go from there. But the reason this one says BU details too is there's a scratch on the coin itself. So that means it's details. Again, no one really cares. Someone's buying this for mainly bullion value. But I would not list this coin in bullion. I would list this as a U.S. Mint numismatic coin, Kennedy $50, and then I'm able to ship it for 69 cents. If I list this under bullion, like as an junk silver, which there is a category under bullion, then I would have to pay $4.50 minimum to ship the same exact coin because I listed it in the bullion category. So it's very important that you pick the actual coin category, not the bullion category. It's also very important that when you go under your shipping, that you put 1, 2, or 3 ounces. If you put 4 ounces, you'll never get this pricing because eBay then assumes like, oh, it's 4 ounces. It automatically defaults to $4.50. The other important thing too is when you're on your eBay shipping part of listing the coin, again, 1, 2, 3 ounces, has to be under $20. The envelope size is very important. So you must put the correct envelope size. So I like to put 7 by 6 by 1 just to be safe in case I don't have any of these. But if you just put like 11 by 8 by 1 and you put 3 ounces and you put it in the right category and it's under $20, it'll default to $4.50 because you didn't follow the max size. So you won't see standard eBay flat rate shipping unless you put the correct weight and the correct size. So if you put 8 by 11 is your envelope size, it doesn't qualify. It'll automatically default to $4.50. If you put 2 by 4, it's too small. You can't even fit the entire label on it. So that, again, will automatically kick into $4.50. So hopefully this video helps you guys. This is for 2025. I don't think anyone's done a video like this. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. You can easily find the exact rules to this. This also qualifies for trading cards that are not graded and stamps. I don't know anyone that's selling stamps nowadays, but you might have some old stamps and you want to sell it. Again, the value has to be under 20 bucks. It cannot be a graded coin. It cannot be bullion. And this is the best way to ship out coins under 20 bucks and just help you unload some of your collection. And guys, large coin dealers don't even do, like, I've seen professional coin shops and I've looked at their eBay store. They don't even know about this because their guy that they hired to sell the coins just doesn't, they don't care. They're just like, we're going to pay a flat, they'll put like a flat rate of $5 or they'll just provide free shipping and everything. And they're just giving it away. So what would you rather do? Would you rather spend 69 cents, get tracking, get protection as a seller, or would you rather spend $4.50 and get the same exact thing? I'd rather spend 69 cents. I'd rather my buyer spend 69 cents. Worst case, if it's 3 ounces, okay, $1.25. That's still better than $4.50. So this will allow you to sell more coins, to show up when someone's searching the lowest price coin of that quality. Yours is going to show up first. You're going to be at the top of the list, not at the very bottom. And I appreciate you guys watching. So check out any other videos that you see below if you want some more pointers on how to sell coins on eBay. I have specific ones for Morgan silver dollars. I have additional tips and tricks. And I always appreciate you guys watching. So leave me a comment. Let me know if this helps you guys out. And I look forward to you hitting the subscribe button if you like the content. I like to do this all the time. I'm here to help people out. And appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.